1. From Boston, Massachusetts to Adelaide, Australia, and everywhere in between. Talking local and national sports and just about anything discussed in a tavern. Broadcasting from South Lyon, Michigan. Welcome to Easyspeak at Speakeasy 330 with your hosts, Rich and Tom.
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. We haven't, and it's my fault. It's not nobody else's fault. No, I'm going to take blame for it. It's my fault.
Right.
First of all, I want to say, if you guys notice, I'm kind of raspy today. Yeah. It's because the pollen right now is absolutely brutal right now on me. Like the tonneau cover on my truck is pollen covered yellow. And so I sound like Froggy from Little Rascals. Deal with it. I got.
I was going to take the over on cocaine and hookers, but we'll go with that. Blame it on the pollen.
I'll blame it on the pollen.
Yeah. I'm sure the hookers might have been a stretch.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That's a stretch. That is a stretch. I'm telling you right now. But you know what? Oh, well, it'll get better. But it's been 2 weeks since we've done a show. And
that's the life of living in Michigan.
Well, not only that, we 2 weeks missed a show. We were able to squeeze during the midweek. We were able to get an OC in there. If you guys haven't checked it out, you guys really should go check it out. It's the Off Center Sports Card Show. Filmed. It's recorded here as well. Tom and I are like the 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th man in the room.
Yeah.
Rich is the producer. I feed them beer.
Yeah. So, and it's a good time, and really you gain a lot of knowledge, and it's actually fired my my collecting back up again. And tonight he's got a live auction tonight. The last piece up for auction is a old Louisville Slugger LK line signed ball with some inscriptions on it, like 68 World Series, however many 3,000 something RBIs, 8 RBIs in the 68 World.
You still doing Myers Fridays, Rich?
Oh, dude.
Are you waiting in line?
So now it used to be Fridays, and they have gone, and since I think I want to say it was Minnesota, they had a fight break out at a Target. So Target quit selling cards altogether. Like, we're done. We're not selling anymore. And then Meyer went from 3:00 on Fridays to between 6 and 7 a.m. on Saturday.
Nice.
I got there at 7:15 yesterday morning because we were heading to baseball, and I had Ryan. I'm like, hey, we'll stop and see if we can't get any. But you got to go to the customer service desk. It was a ghost town at the customer service desk. And he's like, are you here looking for cards? I'm like, yeah. You always got to bring your kid with you.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you that I may or may not have put $100 bill in his pocket yesterday if we couldn't get the cards. Right. If we could get cards, that way he could get 2 boxes for himself, for me, and then I can get 2 boxes for me. So so they're like, oh, I'm sorry, it was 7:15. She's like, sorry, they'll be back out tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'm like, well, I'm not getting up that early in the morning again, 2 days in a row, especially now that his baseball game's at 2:30. So they went right from pool play to semifinal. So they got one game, and then if they win that game, they go in the finals and they play. So
busy with baseball.
So so that's pretty much been my life for the last couple weekends. Next weekend, it should be free and clear. Right. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But as you guys know, my son plays on 2 teams, so every weekend he's not playing with one team, the other team is calling, and he enjoys playing with the other kids. So
2 boys playing too.
It works out. And then the other one, he's in Wixom today, or not Commerce, Glengarry and Wixom Road up in that area. So that's where he's playing at today. Yeah. So we got that. We got a busy. So I'm kind of glad we got to squeeze it in today. And obviously, we can't go on here without you on here to play your theme here.
Oh shit.
The Giants.
We cannot not have you on here without playing your theme music.
Fresh off the moped ride last night.
Yeah.
You took a classic car tour last night.
Yes.
So that's cool. So
an old classic.
So you're hanging out at Whiskey on the Waters last night.
Yeah, awesome, man. It was good.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, nice outdoor vibe. live band
right there by Bishop Park. You got the river in the background.
Yep, it felt good to see a little bit of human interaction out there. You know what I mean? In a nice, safe outdoor setting.
Did you wear a mask?
No. Not outside. No.
Now let me ask you. Now, is the move official? Are you down there? Or are you in the process of moving there?
In the process.
Okay, cool.
It'll be there. I'm actually going out of town. I'm going to Fort Myers on Wednesday.
Go see Pops.
Yeah. Well, nice. Yeah, we'll do that. And then a little bit of touring up and down the coast.
Nice. Did you rent a moped?
I got a car. Yeah, I rented a moped.
You taking a moped with you?
No, well, side by side.
Hey, what does it cost you to take a moped on the plane?
My dignity.
All right, so I want you to introduce your buddy you brought here today. We got a special guest today. So
the self-proclaimed King of Wayne himself,
the King of Wayne,
the Mortician.
Yep.
Morty,
the
many different nicknames.
Yep.
He's in the house.
Yep. Andrew Morton.
Andrew.
He's here to be a guest. Talk a little bit about my experiences.
Oh, nice.
Army veteran. Did a little bit of MMA in my younger years.
What are you, like fucking 26 years old?
Nah, I'm 31. But
sausage slinger on the side.
You know, I've definitely slanged some sausage.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard your abort game is weak though. I heard the abort game is pretty weak.
Yeah.
I do have one daughter.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Now, what is she now? How old is she?
9 months.
Oh, 9 months. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now that
Baby Drew also part of the Drew clan.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I personally love like that age, like 9, 10, because that's when they really start developing a personality, dude. It's awesome.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And, very true.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Used to be like a little mole, just kind of connected to the boobie.
Yep.
For my wife. Now she's like almost walking around.
Yeah. No, is that? I mean,
and
and that's what's cool is like they start developing and they get their own personality. So that's pretty cool. But we got a lot to talk about today, Tom, don't we?
It's a full show, even though there's not a whole lot of sports locally going on.
Hey, what are you talking about, man? Turnbull.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Turnbull.
Yeah.
What do we? Well, really don't have very much things.
We can't sit here and disregard the Tigers today.
The no hitter.
It's definitely on there.
The no hitter
And the 8 out of the last 11. I mean, they've looked pretty solid.
So
Miggy woke up yesterday.
The Turnbull
Friday.
game.
I'm sorry.
The Turnbull game. I remember we were laying in bed watching the game, and
week of board game as well.
Yeah. Hold on. Who's we? Not you two, right?
That would be me. That would be me.
That would be a gigantic negative.
And you could tell right out the gate he had something special that night.
Yeah.
His first inning, he threw 9 pitches. He threw 12 in the second. His fastball was riding in the upper 90s. He looked good. I pretty much hung on to the 5th inning and fell asleep. And then I couldn't stay asleep. And I popped up and I looked on my phone and I seen no through 8. And I was able to turn it on with 2 outs in the 9th, and I was able to see it. It was pretty cool. But his last pitch hit 97, rising fastball. It was he definitely had it. He had it put together, and they've played well. Like you said, 8 of the last 11, and
played well.
And
you recently made a trip down there, right?
I went to Comerica last week.
How was it?
It felt damn good being in the stadium.
It felt good to be there.
It was very quiet. You could hear a lot of action on the field.
Did you wear a mask?
I did not. We didn't have to. Well, I am a card carrying member.
So.
I am too. I'm a card carrying member.
He's got a card carrier.
Yeah.
But it felt really good. I mean, it was like a normal game because nobody's going to a game.
Yeah.
To see the Tigers at this
And the Tigers
point,
won.
They won in extra innings. That was a lot of fun. And,
Yeah.
And I had a pretty cool moment. There was this young fella. Tell my age, I called him a young fella, who there was a situation earlier in the game. This kid caught a ball. He turned around, wiped out, hit his head on the step, and this young, maybe 12, 13-year-old kid like picked him up, and it was a really cool moment. Like the kid was, So I made it my mission to get a ball for this kid, and I was able to get a ball, and I handed it to the kid, and he was really excited, made his day. So that made me feel
You
pretty
made the Jumbotron too.
Yeah, there was a few of those
I've
moments.
seen you guys doing the helicopter.
Oh, dude, what the fuck, man?
We got man down
right there.
Party foul, phone book to the
fucking
face.
lick that up there, guy.
Shit.
Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him.
Oh, let me get my phone.
We'll
out.
lose this shit right off the table.
Now let me ask you. So when that kid fell down and hit his head,
Got his cock clean.
did he?
He hit it hard.
Yeah. Okay.
He hit it hard. That's for sure. And so the other.
I'm sitting there laughing at a kid's misfortune. Fucking
Oh my god!
blowing his head out on a step. I'm sitting there making fun of him.
Well,
I thought Tom was gonna start crying. I was gonna get some tissues out for him.
You think what you said was bad?
Start choking up.
There was 4 grown men that it happened in front of, and we were all like, "Oh!" And here's the kid that was like showing concern, and we were like,
"You did the fucking scorpion!"
Like he just got knocked the fuck out.
Right.
Oh,
Was the kid's name Johnny by any chance?
it might have been Aiden.
Johnny.
I think that was the kid I gave the ball.
Oh man. So that's cool though. I mean, that's a Tom feel good story.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
You know,
Yeah,
I do like. You ever see those videos that you see on like Sports Center will play it, like a foul ball will go or whatever, and you get some slick kid. He'll go,
Right.
he'll grab that ball, whatever. He'll swap it out with somebody bought at the souvenir stand. He's like, "Here you go, ladies."
Right.
And the lady's like, "Oh my god!" It's
I always
so
like
cute."
the asshole, the old guy that fleeces the little kid for the foul ball.
Oh,
Goes
yeah.
right over his head. I'll take that.
I can see you doing that.
Oh yeah.
But the thing was is
I might give it to him afterwards, but I would do it.
I was watching a Sports Center, and there's a guy. He had like a thing of nachos in his hand, or it might have
I've
been
seen
one,
it. Those
like that.
Tigers.
And it was the Phillies.
Was it the Phillies?
It was the Phillies game, whatever.
He one-handed
and
it with the nachos.
He's not. He's like that. He's like
Yeah.
this, one-handed. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Top 10 play all day.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. So all right. So we talked about that. We really haven't talked much about the draft or anything like that. We haven't talked much about.
Shit.
We just went into it with Nick, our Australian buddy.
Yeah.
Kind of got his stance on it.
Yeah.
And what do you guys feel? The direction. Are you happy with the pick, or
It was everything I wanted. You know what I mean? In the previous episode, you know what I mean? It was what I called for.
Mhm.
So
yeah?
you can definitely see the kneecap biters. You know what I mean? The
Well,
role,
they
the way
brought
that he's
in-
going.
They brought in players that'll
Yeah.
fit his mold, and
Yeah.
their second round pick. Don't ask me to pronounce.
4
his name.
offensive linemen under the age of 26, all locked up long term.
Yeah.
Till I think 2025,
Yeah.
24, 25.
Frank
Yeah.
Ragnow's highest paid center in the league now.
Dude, that guy right there.
He's a beast.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a hell of a center, a hell of a football
Yeah.
player. That dude's a hell of a fucking sportsman.
Yeah, he's a good fisherman.
That dude, you know what? I think when he moved here, he bought a house on Lake St.
Yeah.
Clair. So he just goes, and he's got his own like Grizzly Man outdoors
Maybe
or something
he
like
can
that.
take Tom out ice fishing one time.
I'm sorry to any ice fishermen out there. I think it's the single biggest waste of time. Single biggest waste of time.
I was fishing for that reaction.
Yeah,
My opinion.
that was like a slam dunk.
I
I've
can't.
heard that Jamal Williams will be the starting running back.
Oh, he's on the roster. I think DeAndre.
Yeah,
I heard.
well, it's gonna
DeAndre
be.
Swift.
It'll be
I
a
heard.
two-headed monster.
You think so?
Yeah.
You look at the way the NFL is now these days. It is straight up it's running back by committee.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, no
well-
matter how you look at it, there's always going to be 2 solid running backs.
They cut
Well,
carry on.
Jamal
that kinda
Jamal
sucks.
Williams is good catching the ball in the backfield. He
Yeah.
made his name in Green Bay doing that. So
Yeah.
I think you have Deandre Swift, who's a power back.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a thunder and lightning type of running game,
Yeah.
to where you have Swift can come in and he can go north and south, and Williams is fast and
Yeah.
he'll catch the ball. And to me, that's going to only improve Hippie Hawkinson's catches and his yardage. When you have that ability to maybe pull a linebacker
Yeah.
away from the middle of the field, Hawkinson's gonna eat him up.
Do you think with the offensive line that we'll have a 1,000-yard rusher
I do.
or
I do.
combo of
I
1,000
do.
yards?
There's a really good opportunity to have two. I
Yeah.
believe in this offensive line, like Rich said.
I don't
They're
think
young
Baby,
and
There's a
athletic.
belief.
Baby
Yeah.
Hands isn't going to throw the ball like Stafford.
He's not going to have to.
Yeah.
And if he's smart, it's going to be just like San Francisco and Kittle. Just get Hawkinson in the flat and pick, and that'll open up the edges. And they've got that DK Metcalf 2.0 with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Dude is a freaking beast.
Did you see the Rams Super Bowl odds on FanDuel? I think they were like 3rd or 4th.
Stupid.
Really? Like a lot of hype going into that team.
Like you got some head shaking over here. Like,
I think you're gonna find out real quick. Stafford's not gonna put them over the top.
Yeah.
There's been 2 offensive coordinators that come through here that have both said that Stafford, they had to dummy down the playbook for him.
Yeah.
And you're going into a situation with Sean McVay, who is just fierce.
Genius play caller.
Oh, he's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I could be wrong, and I'll eat crow if that happens. But I don't think he's going to be the one to put him over the top. I mean, because he didn't do shit here.
Right.
I agree.
And I thought last year was the year that he was going to really make a name for himself, coming off being hurt most of the season prior. Yeah. I thought he was going to do something, and he just, it didn't work out.
Never lost.
Yeah.
To his defense, he was in a pretty shitty situation.
What are you talking about? You talking about
Stafford?
Yeah. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, they were both kind of in a shitty situation because
one guy that wasn't wanted. The other guy was just in a shitty organization.
Yeah, I mean, it's and it's kind of like when you swapped. I mean, realistically, we swapped quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Goff is not far removed from a Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, granted, his defense got him to the Super Bowl. I mean, I mean, there's no doubt about it, but you got to still score points, and he still managed to score points.
He looked good in the lead up to the Super Bowl. But to me, I believe in second chances, and I look at Goff, who basically going into the playoffs last year, McVay's like, "You're healthy, you're number 2,"
right.
And then he came in and he won a game in Seattle, and I think coming into Detroit, very low frill. You have a coach that supports you 100%.
Right.
I think it's a great opportunity for him to jumpstart, revamp rejuvenate his career. So.
All right, so now let me ask our guest here a question. Since you are recently from
the Bay Area,
right?
Yeah.
Is that where you were at, the Bay Area?
Yeah.
But the landscape of football out there, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, what were the teams?
Well, I worked in San Francisco, so most of the people that I dealt with were the 49er fans.
49ers, yeah.
But if anybody was from Oakland, they were repping the Raiders hard. When they left for Vegas,
I gotta know.
They're fucking pissed.
Hell yeah!
Are the Oakland fans following them to Vegas, or are they just writing them off?
Mostly writing them off.
Yeah.
They wanted them to stay in Oakland.
But look at that fucking stadium, though.
It's a shithole. I watched.
Is it really?
I went there.
Oh no!
Wait! You're talking Oakland?
No, I'm talking the
new
one.
one.
The
was
one in
nice.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Coliseum.
That's
a
a
shithole.
No, Coliseum's dumb.
There's a fucking baseball diamond on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I watched
bad sewers.
Right.
Raiders and Lions there, and I was getting heckled the whole time wearing Lions gear.
Well,
I had dudes like, "Hey, homie, you're about to get fucked up." I'm like, all right.
Oh man! So what he had one of those. He had one of those. He had a jersey on, or he had a Raiders jersey on when he ripped it up. Yeah.
Did you guys see that scuffle? I think it was a Dodgers game or a Padres game. That guy got fucking blasted in the
Padres,
stands.
And I want to say it was Colorado.
He knocked that guy the fuck out.
He just walked up to him, didn't even give him a chance to talk.
No shit.
Cold cock.
Yeah, at a baseball game.
That dude got his cock clean.
Wow.
Yep, it happened.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if they're not following to Vegas, they're not crossing towns for the 49ers, are they?
Definitely not.
No.
There's a big rivalry there. I actually went to the Raiders-Niners game. It was that would have been like 3 years ago, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And there was brawls, just walking into the stadium, two dudes duking it out.
Yeah.
So it was like reminiscent of old Silvernome.
It's like it's like going to the Horseshoe.
Yeah, exactly.
The toilet
They
seat.
rival Ohio State fans
Yeah, man,
in
it was-
trashiness.
It was people brawling. It was, they had cops out there with AR-15s ready to go. I'm like, it was wild.
AR-15s.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Really?
they were ready just in case.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, Oakland is like little Detroit. That's what they said. They're like,
Was there straight out of Compton blasting over the speakers in the park?
no,
Oh, yeah.
West
Oh,
Oakland.
oh.
East
Oakland.
Oakland. Let me throw that out.
Oh yeah, that's fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
man. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's wow. So, Red Wings didn't make the playoffs again. Jeff Blashill extension. Don't know how long. Did they ever come out and say how long
No.
the extension?
No, I think
Because-
it's going to be a
Because
year
they
to year
don't
basis.
they don't want to let people know that they signed him for probably 3 years.
But the point to that, and I
I
don't
like how I said Red Wings and everybody started laughing.
I don't necessarily disagree with them bringing him back because they're 3 years away from
Yeah.
anything. And why would you bring in like a Gerard Gallant right now, who's a ready to win now type of coach?
Right.
Is he really though?
I think so, and I
But-
think he got an unfair shake in Vegas. But you bring in a guy like him and then they're going to lose. So
Right.
then they're going to say, "Well, Gallant's a shitty coach."
Can we all agree though that they played well enough towards the end of the season for Blashill to say, for them to look at him and say they've improved?
Yeah.
Well, that
You know what I
trade,
mean?
Yeah, I think they had. I think
the
they
trade
did.
that brought in Verana,
Yeah.
that sparked that team a little bit.
And you got how many draft picks over the next 2 years?
21.
Yeah, that's a
So-
lot.
Yeah, you got a shit ton of cap.
Right.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you look at the playoffs now, dude,
It's all homegrown.
Yzerman again
Yeah.
fleeced the Capitals because
Yeah.
Mantha hasn't done shit since like his first couple of games that he was there.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking worthless, slow, just unmotivated player. Yeah, I said it. He fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, I think he learned.
Verana comes in, scores like what, 4 goals that one.
Yep.
Come on, dude, really?
I think he ended up with what,
I think
7 or 8.
yeah,
And he had what, 15 coming in
yeah.
to that
Yeah.
seat,
Yeah, so,
up
yeah.
to that point. But
He's getting more playing time,
Credit
more
to
playing time than
Yzerman.
he would have got anywhere else.
the
Yeah.
key is they got to bring him back. He is unrestricted, but they need to re-sign him.
Verana?
Verana.
Yeah.
No, I thought they had him locked up or was it Panic Day? It was locked
Panics,
up. Yeah,
Verana's unrestricted.
they'll
so
bring Verana back in.
that has to happen.
He
But
looked good in that one game.
Hey,
Yeah.
hell
Scored
yeah,
5
goodness.
goals.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Hell yeah. I mean,
Young kid too. What is he
Yeah.
like? 24 years
Yeah.
old or
he's real
something?
Yeah.
young.
Yeah,
he's
he's young.
energetic.
yeah.
And to me, I think, like I said, they're 3 years away, and there's pieces there. So Blashill, you can't disagree with bringing him in and bringing him back. And
Yeah.
I don't think
I would-
Yzerman wants to.
I wouldn't have brought him back. That's my
But who are you
opinion.
going to bring in? But they did. They did.
You got a solid head coach.
Who's not on the bench anymore?
Oh, he's gone now.
They're not retaining him because he wants to be a head coach again.
Hey.
Dan Bilesman.
Dan, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't retain him, which I think is a mistake.
That was a huge mistake.
But he was the offensive guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Figure it out, but their offense was really bad this year, obviously, but they didn't have the talent.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see the other night Toronto Montreal game? The Tavares hit and then
Oh, dude, the
Cord-
knee to the head.
Oh, dude.
Dude, he knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here's the thing that really pisses me off with that is
It looked like a side job to me.
no, it's not no side job.
You don't think it
No,
was?
but
Corey
no,
Perry is a little dirty.
Yeah, he's that dirty
Dude.
motherfucker.
dude. Let me tell you something. There was no way whatsoever that he could have avoided that. None.
He wasn't even looking. I don't think he even saw.
He knocked that guy the fuck out.
But then you got Nick Foligno's like, hey, all right, we're tossing mitts after the draw.
Yeah, you see them at the.
Yeah.
They're both.
Oh,
their
yeah.
gloves halfway off.
Well, you know what? But you know what though?
Held his own.
At first, I was like, what the fuck are they
Yeah.
doing? But then after the game, they explained like, hey, look, dude, our captain just went out.
Yeah.
Our captain just got knocked the fuck out, laid out.
Yeah.
We know it wasn't intentional.
Perry got his ass beat too,
Oh, he
didn't
did.
he?
Oh yeah, he got his.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, after at first I was like, oh, dude, that's so Bush League. Because we were right here watching it.
Mhm.
We were here watching it. I'm like, dude, how Bush League is that, dude? And,
Right.
I mean, but, you know, the thing is, though, is we get to see it like 8 times in slow motion.
Yeah.
Those guys, they live it, and they're like, all right,
Mhm.
yeah, we're fucking this guy up.
Yep.
Right.
But-
I mean, especially when they see their captain wheeled off on a stretcher,
Oh, dude, he
which
was-
you don't see
Yeah.
that very
Hey,
often in hockey.
Hey, but then he Mike Utley'd everybody.
Yeah.
Gave
Yeah.
him thumbs up. He's like, hey, I'm cool,
Did
guys.
you see it?
I did not see it,
Dude,
but I've
he got
definitely
blasted.
I've been in that same seat, stretchered off
Yeah.
the field.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I
know-
remember that. Yeah.
I know you remember that.
Yeah.
Did you get
Yeah.
your cock clean?
Yeah.
I got shot blocked.
Yeah.
Broke my leg.
Oh.
Me
Tore
and
an
this dude-
ACL.
Me and this dude were on the defensive line in high school
Yeah.
together. Got my
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
I got my
fucked up
shit
pretty
wrecked.
good.
Is it? I mean, is it true that you know, every snap, whatever, JP get pushed like 50 yards down? by that
You
thing?
know what? JP actually was a good defensive lineman.
Yeah.
His problem was he had no work ethic.
Couldn't stay on the team.
Well, that too. I mean,
Right.
but he had good. Like he would get past everybody. He had a great swim move.
Right.
Good with his hands. But the problem was, half the time he'd take plays off,
Yeah.
and that was his problem.
Yeah.
He was like, you know, one of them big ass defensive linemen that like 300 pounds and it's like,
So-
oh, I'm just gonna stand there.
Yeah.
JP was a diva. He
So-
was a bit of a diva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm being real.
So he was like,
Some interesting film
he-
sessions.
hey, he was like Aaron Gibson.
There you go.
He was like Aaron Gibson.
All the talent. In the
I remember
world.
Aaron
All the
Gibson,
talent in the
yeah.
world, just a lazy motherfucker,
Yeah. I started
fat-
partying too.
a fat,
I wasn't fat. back then.
overweight, lazy, no good, rotten.
Jesus. Hey, go fuck yourself too, buddy.
That was
I'm
Aaron
just messing
Gibson.
with you, man.
That was Aaron Gibson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, Aaron Gibson was fucking the worst, dude. He was
Yeah.
the worst.
I
I
forget.
think
what is
that's the
He's
problem
big-
with a lot of these
Big
young
defensive tackle.
Yeah.
in the day.
these young
Yeah.
athletes that come in. You know, they're touted since early high school. They
What
go through
about the
college.
fucking kid in Texas, man? He opted out of his senior season of high school.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're going down to high school now.
Play
Or
No, he opted out because he said he wanted to get ready for his pro career.
he hasn't signed his LOI to Texas.
He
yet
hasn't even
either.
signed a letter of
Nope.
intent to Texas yet, and he
Really?
opted out of his
He
fucking
opted out of
senior
his
year of
senior
high
year.
school.
He's focusing on his.
That's
NFL
crazy.
career.
That's crazy.
Or
Dude.
how about the new basketball?
And then there was a basketball
Yep.
kid that just opted out too.
They're twins. They're twins.
They're not even playing high school ball no more.
They quit high school because there's a new league forming. For
He's he's gonna forego his senior season in high school
No, he's-
to go to the
yeah.
G League.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I've seen that.
he's foregoing his senior high school.
Right.
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
They're not going to school. Period.
They're dropping out of school to go to the fucking G League.
It's not.
Dude, I'm telling you right now,
It's
they are absolutely fucking ruining
Dude, it's horrible.
sports.
Do you think that'll happen to the kid at Michigan that's going to go to
Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Oh, Amani Bates.
Yeah, that's where he's going.
Amani
Yeah.
Bates.
That's why
Yeah,
he-
he's
he
done.
did-
He ain't going to
I
college.
watched him play.
Ain't no fucking
He ain't
way.
nothing special.
I don't.
He ain't nothing
I
special.
think if he went
nothing
to like,
special.
if he went to Michigan and got under Juwan Howard, I think he could be really good.
He's not going to play college.
But he's gonna be one of
The
those
smartest
guys.
thing he did was not go to Michigan State.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to
mean-
tell you right now, I think in my lifetime, there's only been a couple players that came out of state that were really good professionals.
Izzo doesn't run
That's
a
actually
program.
true.
There's only been a small amount.
Yeah.
Draymond's garbage.
Izzo
Yeah.
doesn't run a program that
Yeah.
that
Anybody
Develops
coached under Izzo, I
players
should say.
for
Yeah.
the next level.
Right.
He brings in players that fit his mold,
Yeah.
and they're going to do what he says. And I think a lot of new high school kids now, I think they're shying away from Izzo because that fact, Rich, he's not producing NBA players anymore.
Hey, it's funny. We got a comment here from Kevin. So, hey, next Saturday, the 29th, Tom and I are heading down. We're going to go do a special spot on the Yeah Boy podcast.
Yeah, boy.
And Kevin, he just said, why you describe my work ethic? So Kevin's the guy that I deal with at work. He's a super great dude. Always on the ball and everything like that. And so when I was describing your work ethic, he thought I was talking about him, JP.
Yeah. Former work ethic.
Yeah, former work ethic. Yeah, I heard you're a pretty good guy now.
Yeah.
He was
Come on.
trained well. Somebody trained him. Really well.
Leon trained him.
Yeah.
Leon trained him.
No comment.
I don't know who Leon is.
Yeah. We'll talk after the
Spinks?
show. We'll talk after the show on that one. All right, so in tune with talking about fighting and everything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it, but I heard there was an an arm getting snapped in UFC?
Yeah.
What happened?
Jacare, the guy who got his arm snapped, is like a 10-time world champion in jiu-jitsu. So for him to get his arm snapped is like a huge deal. But yeah, the kid that broke his arm is another world-class jiu-jitsu guy.
Oh, no shit.
He caught him in an arm lock, and his shit just got snapped.
He wasn't tapping on, huh?
No.
Yeah, but Jacare is getting pretty old.
Yeah, he's 41 years old.
Yeah, he's too old to be in there with those guys.
I mean, he was fighting a 25-year-old
huh?
kid.
Yeah.
Too old, huh?
It's too old, man.
Yeah,
it's like
too
me
old.
and you going out
In the
back.
octagon, yeah.
41's too old, huh?
What about 43?
For the octagon?
That's old.
Yeah, that's ancient.
Yeah.
Randy Couture did it.
He also fought at a time when these fighters weren't as good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's
There
good at
wasn't as
jiu-jitsu.
much- Yeah.
Everybody's good at wrestling. Everybody's good at stand-up. You know what I mean? You got to be super, super good to get to that level.
Dude, it fucking pained me to watch Anderson Silva fight the last 2 fights of his contract.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like
it
these guys are
it was
getting
over, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like I was a huge fan of Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Chuck. Dude, I'm telling you right now, that dude never fought the same after getting knocked out by Rampage.
lost his
Never.
chin.
Never. He
Yeah.
got
Exposed.
and for a
Once
while.
they're exposed.
I mean, for a while, he was like I would consider him a cement head. He takes some hits, but he got hit. He got lit up by quitting Rampage,
Yeah.
and that was it for him after that.
Yeah.
Everybody was knocking him out after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Augusta win
yeah.
would have knocked him out.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's sad that he went in and like they did that fight with Oscar De La Hoya with Tito Ortiz, like
Yeah,
whatever.
Oh,
And so
dude.
Tito was all happy that he beat him. It's like, dude,
Dana
I'm
White fucking blasted Oscar De La Hoya for that.
yeah, we know what it was. It was a gigantic money grab. It was two names in the game, and
You're 45 years old. You want a little bit of money. You go in there and do a quote unquote celebrity fight.
Yeah.
I would have done it if I was in his seat.
Yeah.
He probably got paid a couple $1 million.
There's one coming up next
speaking
month.
of celebrity fights,
How much you think Ben Askren got paid to get knocked out?
Oh, he came out and admitted he did it for the money.
hey,
Yeah.
And he lost.
dude. The best thing was the comedy. Like, all right, dude, this guy comes out, looks like he's been training
He
for
looked
months.
like fucking Joey Chestnut. He was training Kobayashi, training for a fucking hot dog eating contest,
Dude.
all bloated and
Oh
shit.
yeah. And he came out and he's got,
He didn't even fucking train. Did you see Cormier getting Jake Paul's face at that fight?
oh yeah.
He said, "Motherfucker, keep my name out of your
Yeah.
mouth."
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
now let's talk about this. So you and I, we all know. I think we can go with the consensus around the table. We can all say there ain't no way Mayweather's going to lay down to that dude whatsoever.
And it's Logan Paul. It's
He
the
wants
brother.
to fight both brothers in the same
It's-
night,
This
Yeah.
is Logan.
and
Yeah.
he'll knock both of them out.
He will,
Dude.
but I think he's going to carry them for a few rounds, kind of like he did McGregor,
Yeah.
because there's levels to stand up
Yeah.
to boxing.
Well,
There's levels to boxing.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And
his
I
game.
think he carried Connor a few extra rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think he's going to do that to this Paul kid. But if we're talking boxing standard, that Paul kid is an amateur at best.
Yeah.
He's fighting professionally, but I know 10 dudes that I've trained with that are amateurs that would fuck his world up.
Oh yeah. But it's on Showtime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be watching that.
Did you see Canelo? He told his Paul brothers if they want to know what this is about,
Sparring.
come in for a sparring session.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Canelo knocked the guy's eyeball into his cheek. Like, yeah, let's go fucking spar. Let's go spar with him.
That's
Oh, I know.
Mayweather's.
You know what I mean?
Mayweather's game is all about the show.
Yeah.
It's all about the show. We're gonna stretch it out as long as we can,
Yep.
but in the process, the opponent is punching out
Yep.
and he's chasing him, so he's losing his lower half, and that's when Mayweather will go in for the kill.
Oh.
It'll be interesting to see after that hat
Yeah.
incident,
Yeah.
how long he
Got your hat.
does,
Yeah.
how
Got your
long
hat.
he takes the show, unless he goes right after.
Dude, I'm gonna
That'll
tell you.
be-
I'm gonna tell you right now.
He got that tattooed on him. On
I
his
know.
leg. Got your hat.
and he
I know.
changed his Twitter
Yeah.
handle
Fucking
too.
idiot.
dude. But
Yeah.
you know,
I am dying for somebody to just beat the fuck out of one of these guys, please.
dude.
What's gonna
I'm
happen?
gonna tell you right now.
He
Put
called
me in
out-
there with them.
He called out Kamaru
I'll
Usman,
go.
fucking, you know what I mean? I think Usman would fucking
He'd destroy him.
destroy him in a
Usman's
boxing match.
Usman's a wrestler, but
Usman
he's
would
got
kill
great
him.
hands.
Yeah.
He would
yeah.
kill him.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm just like I'm looking. You know what? Fight both brothers the same night.
Yeah.
Round one, go in there.
Beat the fuck out of both of them.
Knock one out cold. I would just grab him by the arms, drag him out of the ring, and just point like, all right, come on.
I'd
You're
put a
next.
I'd put a money line wager on Mayweather to beat both their asses at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the all three in the ring.
Seriously.
And I'm not a gambling man. I'd probably be with you on that
I
one.
would.
I'd be with you on that one for sure. Speaking of gambling, I'm gonna be doing some gambling tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. So in the auction, there's an LK line baseball bat, and it's autographed and everything like that.
Is it a full size Louisville?
It's a full size Louisville Slugger bat.
Swingle's gonna get that son of a.
Dude, I'm going hard. Like right off the. It's gonna be a drop. I'm going hard.
I'm hard.
I'm going after that.
Oh yeah.
I'm going after that. Boy, I got an LK line ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get that bat, and then I'm gonna take it up to John Yu and have John Yu frame it all up.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is not going to be speakeasy.
I wouldn't expect it to be
at all.
We have our wall of obscure.
That's going in the office, right?
Yeah, it'll go in the office. Yeah, for sure. Mr. Tiger, you gotta have Mr. Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there's a couple other things. Oh, so speaking of boxing, I bought 50 boxing cards, like pre-war, 38.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the name. It was a cigarette brand company, but they used to come out of cigarette packs. The Joe Louis cards, Max Baer cards, Jack Dempsey cards. Yeah. So I should get those next week from George.
Speaking of boxing, boxing might get a little kickback now that it was supposed to happen. Fury and Joshua was supposed to fight, but then the judge came out and said you have to fight Wilder. The trilogy has to happen.
That's bullshit.
So
I'm sorry.
They're going to push that back.
I mean, here's the thing: is why the fuck is it like you got to get the government involved in everything these days? No.
Well, that was
you're going to fight. Well, then they should say Mayweather. You should have to fight fucking Conor McGregor again before you fight those two fucking turd balls.
I think
Fury just knocks them all out.
Well, Fury's a great boxer. I don't know if you guys been watching Wilder's training. He's switched up who he's training with.
He's got a new trainer.
Yeah, he's got a new trainer. He's got Malik Scott. And if you can go on Instagram and look at Malik Scott's Instagram, he's seriously training for this fight. I would much rather see Joshua versus Fury personally.
Yeah.
I think Fury wins both those fights.
Yeah.
But Wilder's seriously training, which I'm surprised because he got his ass whooped.
Well, Fury toyed with him in the last fight. It wasn't even
he
close.
had an 8-inch reach advantage.
Yeah.
He just jabbed the shit out of him.
Dude, he was toying with him, taunting him and jabbing him, and you know what I mean.
Did you see the purse amount for Joshua Fury?
I did not.
Each one of them is going to walk away with $75 million.
Nice.
Win or lose, $75 million.
I'll walk in there and get knocked out for $1 million.
Oh, for sure.
Who was the average Joe that hopped into the ring with Tyson at the Palace? Oh, was it Peter
McNeely?
Peter McNeely.
The Irish kid from Boston.
Hey,
yeah, who's dead now, isn't he?
He might be.
I think he have AIDS or something.
Hey, the best was Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, that was
that's
Tommy
right.
Morrison.
That was right.
So like he opened up his thing. Look at it, you could tell it was written by him just by the way, and it was like written by like a 10-year-old. And he's like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. He, remember his little spiel at the presser. Sound like a fucking 8-year-old kid trying to stand to a bully in the play yard,
Right.
So
David and Goliath.
Yeah, that's funny shit. Go ahead, Tom. What you stumbled on something or what?
No,
you gave it like a.
No, I thought we were gonna transition in here.
Yeah, let's transition.
So it came out over the weekend that full capacity at all stadiums.
Yep.
Starting July 1st.
Yeah.
And the Big House, they announced yesterday that they're gonna follow suit.
Dude, they need the money.
Yeah.
And you have an insider.
I've heard some stuff.
Yes.
That they, so every year they allot like so many tickets for student section. It said that they've sold less than half of those. And the feeling that they're getting is that even the own student body is not really in tune with
the
program itself.
You think it's a money decision, or you think it's?
No,
I think it's more of a.
Is it safe to go?
No.
Well,
they're making
to live on campus. You have to be vaccinated.
Okay.
Yep, teachers and students.
For what? To get in the game?
No,
just
to go
in
person school.
To be on campus, to live on campus, you have to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to be vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of these kids are looking at it like we're tired of losing to Ohio State. We're tired of coming down to the wire against Michigan State, and
right.
these And you know what? I think a lot of these kids are.
Fuck, they'll probably lose to Michigan State again this year. I don't even know the guy's name. What's the guy's head coach's name?
Tucker?
Michigan State.
Yeah,
Mel Tucker.
Tucker.
Yeah, whatever.
He,
He signed all kinds of
the portal.
transfer kids out of the transfer portal this year. Doesn't mean they'll be good,
No.
but you know what I mean.
Well, the reason why he has to do that is because he didn't have any time to recruit last year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because remember, D'Antonio pretty much pulled his pants down on the
Oh,
way
yeah.
out of the room.
Yep.
You know, and said, "Kiss my ass."
including Kovaris Couch, who was Tennessee commit. He was the number one player in the country.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
I don't see Michigan win more than 6 games this year.
Yeah,
I looked at their schedule the other day. I'm 7-5, 6-6.
Yeah,
I
They're
don't
not going to be good.
it's just
know.
poorly coached team, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Harbaugh's not going to. Feinbaum was actually on the other day, and he said he will not survive this year.
He's a bust.
He's done.
He called him a bust.
He said there is no way he'll survive this season.
Feinbaum's always been an
Harbaugh,
opponent of Harbaugh.
Right.
So any chance he gets to rake him over the coals, he
Yeah.
takes advantage of it.
I just like these talking heads that work for these networks that make all their millions off talking shit. You know what I mean? And they've never been nobodies.
Yeah.
I
know what I
I talk
mean?
a lot of shit, and
Well, look at
I don't
Stephen
make
Smith,
much.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen
you know
A.
what I mean?
The Dallas
fucking-
Cowboys.
What did Kwame Brown say? I see you. I'm beating your ass, motherfucker.
he
he
called
hasn't left
Kwame
his house
Brown.
yet.
Yeah.
He called him out and said he was one of the biggest NBA busts.
Dude, remember the fucking ESPN experiment with Stephen A. Smith at the UFC? When Connor knocked out Cowboy,
Yeah,
and he
started
tried to
shit.
start talking
Yeah.
shit, and Joe Rogan's looking at him like, "The fuck is this guy talking about?"
Yeah,
Go back-
You know what I mean?
Go
Like,
back to the basketball
and then
court.
after that, they got his ass
he-
right
he
out of
didn't-
there.
yeah,
That
he
was
didn't
it.
talk you-
Yeah,
he's not suited for that
No.
job. I mean, he doesn't know about MMA.
right.
Granted, he's been in sports for 30 years or whatever, but like
It's a different
That's
sport.
totally
Yeah.
I
different.
think they were
Yeah.
trying to lure in a different fan base.
Yeah.
Which they don't need to do.
No.
The guys who are into MMA and boxing
Mhm.
are into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't need to bring in other
I don't
people.
care if Donald Cerrone gets knocked out, which he pretty much has in every fight, but
He's,
you know
an
he's
old
still
man.
going out there. He takes fights on short notice. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He'll fight anybody.
He's a company guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
going in there. Dana's
Yeah.
like, I need somebody in a week.
I mean,
All right,
he's
I'll
right
hop
there.
in.
Boom, he'll fight.
He's like, shit. Like,
He don't know
what-
shit about
hey,
that.
Hey, what are we talking? 100,000? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll go take a couple of hits to the head for 100,000.
I don't know
I
shit
would-
about
I'll
that.
go get knocked out for 100,000.
I'm not going to stand up here and be like, "Oh, this guy fucking choked. He's garbage," because I don't know shit about getting in there. You know what I mean?
Dude, you know what? It's funny.
He looked like a fool.
It's funny when you see the way that, and it's funny the way society is now. Like our age, we're pretty relatively close all in age
Yeah.
and everything like that. Obviously, Tom and I are a little bit older than you guys,
Right.
But in our day of age, if you saw somebody getting their ass kicked, dude, you would try to stop it. Now everybody pulls their phone out,
Yeah.
so you get,
Right.
dude, you get incredible footage,
Right.
incredible footage. And I'd say right now that one footage of that one guy, that wide receiver talking shit to that guy in the bathroom, everybody pulled out. And
That
Alabama?
Oklahoma kid.
Yeah.
His friends were probably like, dude,
Dude,
I wouldn't fuck with this
What is
guy.
the guy? Mixed martial artist.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like a tenth of the size of that guy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
Whooped his
fucking
ass.
destroyed him.
Dude, he tossed him around like a fucking rag doll.
Oh yeah.
Well, who was the guy that the other day was it Derek Lewis? Somebody tried to steal his car.
Yeah. He
And he
punched him
fucking,
out.
he fucking tuned that dude up.
Dude,
No.
Tuned
you
that
don't
guy.
want to fuck
No,
with that
no.
guy.
Hell no.
Dude, he recently just said too. He said, "What did he say?" He said he wants to fight Francis Ngannou. He said he comes in there swinging like he did on those other guys, like Rosenstruck. He's like, "I'm knocking his ass out." I said, "Easy, Tiger, easy." That's a bad motherfucker,
Yeah, the
dude.
guy at Nagago, he's the real deal,
He
man.
just
man.
did a
Junkyard
sports
dog.
science. He had the hardest punch ever recorded.
He's definitely a
And he's,
specimen.
and he's really not a striker, is he?
Who?
He's a big striker.
Who?
That's,
Ngannou?
No,
that's his game.
No, who was the one guy? He's more of a wrestling.
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
Stipe?
no, that's Ngannou, not Ngannou. Usman.
Usman. Yeah,
Usman
Usman.
was
I'm
more
sorry,
of a
I got it.
grappler.
Well,
I'm
there's
sorry.
all the Nigerians are champions now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
Ngannou. I mean, Derek Lewis and Ngannou has already fought.
yeah, it
Went
was
to
a
us.
boring ass.
Yeah, it was
fight.
boring because nobody wanted to commit to striking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. They want to get knocked out.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Right.
No,
you got
nobody
two
wanted to go nighty night.
265-pound
Yeah.
dudes, 6'4". If they clip your chin, you're done.
Yeah.
I think Lewis won by decision, right?
Yeah, Lewis
Dude,
won by decision.
The two weight classes I really like
Yeah.
is the very little guys
Yeah.
and the very big guys.
Dude,
because the little guys, those punches come so fucking fast.
And they beat the shit out of each other.
They're so fucking fast. I think, in my personal opinion, from watching MMA, probably one of the most exciting fighters is Clay Guida, because that dude never gave up.
Yeah.
That dude, he'd be like, his hair would be over his eyes. He looked like Cousin It out there.
Well,
he'd be going to town.
I think Lewis and Ngannou are way more well-rounded fighters than they were the first time. Better fighters now than
I mean,
it's not even close. You know,
if you look at the Ngannou Stipe, the last fight,
dude, he was stuffing every
takedown. And Stipe was a college wrestler, Division I wrestler, and he stuffed them every time.
Yeah.
Like, he made it look kind of easy.
And that was the key to Stipe winning.
Yeah. I mean, those takedowns in the first fight.
Who the fuck's cutting their grass right now?
I don't know.
It ain't me.
I don't know.
It might be that dickhead on the other side.
Probably.
Yeah, that dude never cuts his grass.
Once a month.
You do it on a fucking Sunday.
Once a month.
You do it on a Sunday at a fucking 11 o'clock in the morning while we're recording. Man, fuck that guy.
And they called the police on us at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We were doing too much over here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was the end of Tom's.
Did we miss the Diaz fight?
Diaz who?
Diaz is fighting.
No, that's the next UFC. I think
that's the next one.
He's fighting Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be a good fight.
I love Nate Diaz.
Nick Diaz is coming back. Nate's older brother.
He's gonna fight. Who the fuck did I see?
One of them Russians. I don't know how to say their name.
So when are they gonna start letting that chick fight dudes?
Nunes.
Yeah, Amanda Nunez. When are they gonna start letting her fight dudes?
Since she likes chicks.
Who's she gonna fight? Who's she got left to fight? I mean, Valentina. She can fight Valentina, but I think that's a catchweight fight, right?
She's gonna fight you.
Oh, dude, she'll whoop my ass.
I'd be like,
no problem.
I'm gonna lay down right
but
here.
I'll really
get on top of her.
I'll let her whoop my ass for a couple million. For sure.
Dude,
I mean, I wouldn't have a choice. I think she would just beat me up anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Be walking in there all stocky and shit.
You thinking you're all tough and shit, and she just fucks you up.
Here comes the theme music. Ooh.
No theme music. You be walking.
Fighting!
Yeah, fighting!
Out of that corner.
Yeah, I like when Dana White was like, "Yeah, I'll let Amanda Nunes knock Jake Paul out."
Oh yeah,
She would fuck his world up.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, what about? Would you fight Song Yadong?
Song Yadong.
Dude, I tell you right now, we sat right here and just
I
laughed our
fucking
asses
died
off.
laughing.
That was funny. So since we're talking about MMA, you got some experience in the fighting world, don't you?
Yeah. So I have
amateur fighting.
Obviously. I have 8 amateur fights.
Okay.
4-3-1. I was okay. I wasn't too great.
So out of your 4 wins, were they knockouts?
Mostly submissions.
Submissions.
Yeah. I had.
Just put them in the full Nelson, the half Nelson, or the Willie Nelson.
Nah.
Okay.
I had a couple
he's
chokes.
Americana and
I had an Americana on a dude. I broke a dude's arm. So a lot of submissions. I won a couple. One decision. All the fights I lost were tough fights. I went in there with a dude who's in the UFC right now, Josh Parisian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we fought to a split decision. One judge said I won. 2 judges said he won. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I've been in there with him, and then we fought again. That's probably my worst fight to date. I got put down. I got knocked out. First and only time. That was my last fight ever.
Now let me ask you this. I got to ask you this. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I've never been knocked out in my life. Never. I'm a self-proclaimed lover, not a fighter.
Right.
What the fuck does that feel like?
I'm throwing a right hand. All of a sudden, I'm laying on the ground, getting woken up.
So you never felt the punch?
No.
You don't really know.
I had no idea.
Holy shit!
It was within the first minute of the fight. Like, I had no idea.
And how long? How long did you feel the effects of it after?
I couldn't remember anything for the first 2 hours. Like, I had no fucking idea where I was.
Did it like linger for
no,
days?
No, I was good. After that, I started remembering like, I stepped in for a big right hand. I got put down. So
what's the recovery time after a full fight? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of shit a lot of carnage that goes into that.
I mean, you got to be sore as fuck.
Yeah, you want to take a few weeks off. I fought, I guess you could say, mid high level amateur.
Yeah.
My gym, Stars and Strike Mixed Martial Arts, down in Westland, Michigan. We have a lot of professionals in there that are still doing it.
Yep.
I'm not fighting anymore, so they have, they're training anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, getting ready for a fight. taking their fight and then taking probably 2 to 3 weeks off and then getting back at it.
Yeah.
You know, if they're scheduling more fights, depends. Speaking of that, I just competed in jiu-jitsu for the first time in like 8 years.
Yeah.
I won my division as a blue belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Then I ended up doing the advanced division in no-gi grappling, but I ended up going against guys who were brown belt, black belt level. I got fucked up.
No, you got I'm not gonna lie to you. I got fucking tossed around like a rag doll.
Yeah, no, I got fucked up. I lost 4-0, and then I had a dude tap me out. So it is what it is.
Well, allegedly, I mean, I have like a cousin that is like, it might be like a third or fourth cousin.
Yeah.
She's really big into the jiu-jitsu stuff down in Texas. Like she competes, and I think she's a black belt jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she competes in all those, those jiu-jitsu matches and everything like that. So I don't think she does UFC, but I think she has like her own like studio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would you say that it's bigger now with the jiu-jitsu, with like the influences of like Joe Rogan and guys like that? I think there's a lot more people that do it. It's way
bigger. I started training in 2008, like after I graduated from high school.
And when it wasn't cool.
Yeah, when it wasn't cool.
All right.
So like at that time, I just knew how to wrestle because I wrestled a little bit in high school.
Okay.
So at that point, like nobody really knew what the fuck it was. Like I went into a gym not knowing shit other than wrestling. I went in there, got my fucking ass beat every day.
So
kept going back.
I kept going back.
You know what? When you were fighting amateur MMA, what was your weight class?
I fought at heavyweight. And light. One fight I took at, I guess you could say light heavyweight. But I'm a big guy, if you can't tell. So yeah.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm kind of a big guy.
Yeah, kind of a big deal over here.
Okay, so heavyweight.
Yeah, I fought at heavyweight. One fight I took at 225. It was like a catch weight. So that was like getting to light heavyweight. That was my goal, to be a light heavyweight. But after that fight, that final fight when I got knocked out, I called it quits. I said, fuck that.
You're like, well, my brain got scrambled just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. I'm like,
I mean, that dude's in the UFC. I ended up joining the military. So there's kind of paths to the fighting world.
Right.
So everything's different, So
what would you think was probably the hardest thing about training? Like, I mean, obviously you just had a standard 265, right? So
that was easy for me.
So really you didn't have to do any
no, I didn't have to cut no weight. I only cut once to make 225.
How was that?
It was easy. I literally just watched my diet because I walk around. When I was back then, I was walking at like 250, 225, 25 pounds was nothing. Really? But for heavyweight, my thing was just being quicker than my opponent because I'm not super tall. I'm only like 6'1".
Yeah.
So like the hardest part about fighting really is training every day, like going to training and just getting there, because I know if I don't go, I'm gonna be fucking lazy, sleeping on the couch and eating food. So really just getting there, because I know from there my coaches have me.
That's like 3/4 of the battle is just showing up.
Yeah, just showing up.
Just getting to the parking lot is what it is.
Exactly. But
you know what? I don't have a problem. It's like eating. You know, it takes me like 75% of the time just getting up and getting to the fast food restaurant.
Right.
Can we put
25% on that?
Jason Green's comment on the screen. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, we're talking about fighting. We're talking about fighting right now.
Oh,
so he's talking about Pound. He's taking a guy to Pound Town.
Yeah. Oh, he's a jiu-jitsu guy too, right?
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
I don't know if he did. He was out in Ann Arbor. He worked out. He did some stuff out in Ann Arbor, but it might have been that.
I think so. Like you said, it's big now. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing it now.
Yeah.
It's the new thing, I guess.
Cool,
you could
though.
say.
There's some recognition for the sport.
Yeah.
Do you think you ever get back into it, or you think
fighting MMA?
Yeah.
Like
amateur.
I'm still training.
Okay.
I still train at Stars and Strikes out in Westland.
Okay.
I was a coach back there, so I'm still a coach. I'm an assistant coach. My thing is I got a kid now.
Yeah.
I'm married. I got injuries from the military. Like I'm
married.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. You're 30 now too, so you're
31.
Father time in the MMA world.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
So if I went in there, I'd want to fight another old guy.
I'm saying if somebody came in and said to you, say, hey, you know what, I got this guy.
Yeah.
I need to get a fight for him. And I mean, obviously the amateur ones, they don't make huge.
Yeah, we don't make none.
You don't make any money at all.
Right.
and someone said, "Hey, I just want to get this guy some experience, or whatever," would you be interested in taking it on?
No, definitely wouldn't.
He said no, fast.
Now, if it's a money fight and they throw a Jake Paul at me, I'll definitely take that fight.
I mean, what do they come and say? Hey, man, I got this guy you want to fight? We'll pay $250.
Fuck no.
Okay.
No.
No.
Hey, I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil for $250 either.
But lately,
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm kind of a handsome guy.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't like that.
Fuck all that up, right?
Oh, where's the breaking news?
Yeah,
breaking news. Rich is a handsome guy.
So realistically, what you're saying is you would probably take a fight if
getting paid.
somebody came and said, "Pay that man his money."
Yeah, if I'm getting paid a lot of money, I will. But if I'm not getting paid, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck that.
I actually been on Thursdays been helping out Josh Parisian, the dude who we had 2 fights together.
Mhm.
He's in the UFC right now.
Mhm.
He has a fight coming up in July. He's fighting a dude from New Zealand, but he's 5'11", 250.
Damn.
So we're about the same size. And so I've been helping get him ready for his upcoming UFC
Now,
fight.
is he training locally then?
Yeah, he trains at Scorpion Fighting System here in Brighton.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that guy was from around here.
yeah, so
he's a local
I've
kid.
been helping him get ready for his fight. Just being another heavyweight, it's hard to get heavyweights because a lot of the heavyweights, there's just not enough of us to train together. We have a hard time.
So does he like toss you around like a fucking rag doll,
No.
or you guys just
We
do
go pretty even.
light.
I mean, he's better than me.
Yeah.
I'll say that because he's in the UFC. I'm not, but I can hang with him.
Okay.
He's a
I
little
can
more
definitely hang
trained.
with him. Oh yeah, I
more
mean,
training involved with.
I haven't trained in 8. I haven't fought in 8 years. So
Okay.
like he's been fighting the whole time, fighting
Yeah.
these high level guys.
Okay,
So
I get you.
yeah.
I get you.
So what do you feel is more exhilarating, being in the
I'm
ring
230.
or
I'll give you a rip.
teaching your craft to maybe some youngsters that are just getting into the sport?
Hold on a second. Time out, dude. Can you please stop
I-
referring to people as youngsters?
Okay, young people.
What are you, fucking Hulk Hogan? Youngsters?
So
you
what?
you say your
I am
prayers. You eat your vitamins.
Yeah.
I am the oldest of the 4 here, so.
So what would I rather be
He's
doing?
the elder
Like,
statesman.
what gives you more gratification?
Oh, teaching other
Teaching.
people. Yeah, like I mean, I'm not no fucking master or anything, but I
Yeah.
could definitely get somebody to be competent
Yeah,
at defending themselves, in my opinion.
that's cool.
Right.
Uh,
That's what it's all about.
on the ground, standing up,
Yeah.
and in the clinch.
How
So,
many guys you got in the gym that are just training to
fight?
for self defense,
There's
not
a lot of-
competing in the cage?
oh, there's a lot of guys in there and
Yeah.
women.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
badass chicks in there. 50-year-old woman that'll
yeah,
knock some of you
Oh,
dudes
wow.
the fuck out.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Did JP meet her last night?
Actually, JP.
I actually got put in a triangle last night.
Did you?
Fucking yeah.
What triangle are we talking about?
I got put in a triangle choke voluntarily. I was like, just take me. Fuck it. Here's my arm.
JP got in the gym a few years ago.
Yeah, I tried it a couple times. I'm more of an aggressive guy by nature. And like it's like poetry in motion with like these jiu-jitsu guys. Like you try to get aggressive with them and like try to like manhandle them and they're just like choking you
They're
out,
squirming
tapping you
out of your
and
holes,
shit.
yeah.
I'm like, not really my style.
Yeah.
But I didn't stick with it though, so I don't know.
So your fighting style, what you're saying, JP, your fighting style would be brawler.
Oh,
You'd be a brawler, right?
dude, I'm not even the toughest guy at the barbecue anymore.
Would you be like bouncer at
That's
Malarkey's
that's my
style?
last chicken leg right
I'm
there.
not shit no more, man. I just
I've
I
seen-
try not to do it.
Yeah.
JP, you remember
I would rather not fight.
Albert's on the alley?
Yeah, well,
He got in a fight with about 6 bouncers. I was
Yeah.
randomly there, and all of a sudden I realized JP's in a street fight with 6 foot tall, 300-pound bouncers.
Of all places, fucking Albert's
Well,
on the alley.
Albert's
I was
on the
all
alley.
strung up. They had me by the leg, and I was trying to like balance on one leg, and I was in a headlock and fucking.
JP was swinging though. I give him credit.
Right.
He was trying.
Yeah, I ain't shit no more, man. I don't want to be either, though, so that's good.
Yeah, at least you can admit that.
Right.
You are taking that next step.
I don't want to be the guy. I don't even want to get punched. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. You know,
Yeah, fuck
I'm
that, man.
I'm not. I'm in
Yeah.
for the punch and everything like that.
Yeah.
So you spent a little bit of time in the army, correct?
Yeah, I was in the army.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Did you were you deployed over?
I deployed
overseas?
once. Yeah, I deployed once. My whole brigade went. So we had different people in different places. I went to Kuwait for a little while, and
Okay.
then I was in Egypt. But we had guys in Iraq,
Okay.
Syria, whole bunch of places. But yeah, I didn't see much combat. Seen a little indirect fire in Egypt. That was about it.
Okay.
But in the Army, I was a 19 kilo, a tanker.
Yep.
I was on the M1 Abrams.
All right.
So yeah, I was a tank gunner in the end.
So where were you stationed out of?
I was out of Fort Hood, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at Fort Hood for 4 years.
So you went in for just 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Or you couldn't wait to get out, huh?
My thing was I wanted to go to Germany. I wanted to be stationed in Germany. So I went to go and re-enlist.
Yeah.
And when I did, they're like, hey, it's open. So the next day I went back to sign the paperwork
Closed.
to do it. They're like, hey, we don't have a position for you anymore. So I'm like, so what are my options? They're like, stay in Fort Hood or go to Fort Irwin, California, the middle of the Mojave Desert.
Oh,
Like,
and
yeah, I'm going.
I
I'm
said, all right, I'll be getting out and going to college.
out. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Like, peace out.
Yeah.
so you went to college after?
Yeah.
after
I got a bachelor's degree. I ended up moving to the Bay Area. I went to university in San Francisco.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now, the transition period between military and civilian life. I mean, was that a like a different change for you, or were you pretty much? Because I heard there's some people that really have a hard time. Getting back and forth. You know,
It's the regiment or the structure of the military life compared to just like Rich and I, just a couple of schlubs.
There's definitely a little bit of change. You know, the thing about me was freedom. When you're a lower enlisted person in the military, you get treated like a little ass kid.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that. I don't like it at all. I'm glad I served and everything, but at the end of the day, if you're not higher ranked, you get treated like a little kid.
You get treated.
So you just wanted that freedom.
Now, is that done intentionally to break you down, just to kind of like to submit, we'll say, to their beliefs? And
so that's the thing. When you go to boot camp, that's what they do. They fucking break you down.
They break you down.
Day one, you go through a shark attack. So you get drill sergeants getting in your face, screaming at you, making you do push-up. The shark attack goes on for a good like 4 hours of you getting fucked up. Flutter kicks, push-ups, run into the fucking the fire hydrant down the way, running back. It's really fucking. They just fuck you up for that day. Your boot camp experience really depends on where you go to boot camp. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. That's the home of the infantry and home of armor. So that's like the hardest boot camp for the Army, in my opinion. If you went to, Fort Jackson, they call it Relaxing Jackson because it's pretty fucking easy.
Fort Jackson, that's in South Carolina, correct?
Yeah, that's where all the girls and mostly females, cooks, they all go over there.
I can enlist and be a cook.
Yeah.
Goddamn right you can.
You're good, brother.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, them motherfuckers be eating delicious.
What's the fucking cutoff? What's the age limit for the military where they just say you
36.
can't do it no more?
36.
Right,
36?
I think
What about cooks? 42, 43? Dude, I got no problem with peeling potatoes, dude.
Dude, I'm fucking down, bro.
I'm
right?
pretty good at it.
Hell yeah.
nah, I wasn't expecting to say you want to be a cook. There was some cool cooks. There definitely was.
Hey, shouts out to the military cooks, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Hey, without those guys, you would be nourished. You would be nourished.
Well,
Definitely.
you lived off of MREs anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, as a tanker, we were out in the field. So I was there 4 years for about a year and a half. All right, so I had 10-month deployment, and then for the other year and a half, I was in the field on my tank. I slept on a tank for probably 2 years of my life.
Fuck, man.
You got some pretty good accommodations in there?
Accommodations?
Yeah, you got like good, nice beds in there? Or?
You don't get enough beds.
I
slept on armor, dude.
Hey, where you sleeping at tonight? This hard ass motherfucker right here.
Yeah, man. There's like 4 spots to sleep on that thing.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, but my son really wants to try MREs, and I was at
some of them are
You're
good,
at
man.
Costco.
Oh, there are some good ones.
Costco.
We were at. Well,
I've
that's
had
a
some.
survival pack. You buy it. It's like I'm not spending.
Right.
If he wants to try MRE, I'll buy one MRE and we'll split it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, my son's like, man, I really want to try that, Dad. So we were at the store, and I'm like, hey, we were at Sierra Trading Post. I'm like, hey, I got MREs right here. You want to try it? He's like, nah, I'm straight. I'm like, I'm psyching myself up. I'm like, dude, I'm ready to eat this. I'm ready to let's give it a whirl. He's like, nah, I'm straight, Dad. I'm like,
no, pass.
Really, dude? Really?
Right.
Really?
Yeah, Chili Mac, best MRE.
Is it really?
It really is. There's some shitty ones, and then there's some.
I
Really
wonder if you
good
can buy
ones.
some on Amazon. I might.
Chili Mac.
Chili Mac.
You just add water to it. And
Yeah,
that's
you
it?
add water, and there's a little pack, and then it'll heat it up for you.
Sounds like a fucking prison cook-up.
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Then
So you don't need to like. That's fucking.
yeah, you just
crazy.
add water to the pack.
All right. So what is the shit that you add to it to make it hot? Like, is it like a chemical reaction? I mean,
Yeah, it's a chemical reaction. So it's water, and then it has this little pack, and all you do is slide your entree in there. It heats it up. But the thing is, you're always on the go in the military. 90% of the time, we didn't heat them up.
You just throw it in and
Yeah.
eat it.
Just eat it.
I wonder what the
Straight up.
nutritional value is there.
Dude, I bet you guys got a lot of sodium in it.
Yeah. Well, it's I'm sure it's the daily allotted amount.
Yeah, I got a story on that one.
Oh, well, we got time. Let's hear it.
Oh.
Sure.
So we went to this thing called National Training Center,
Yep.
Fort Irwin, California.
Yep.
You're out in the box. So for 16 days straight, no showers, no nothing
Oh, dude.
on our tanks.
Smelling ripe as
MREs
fuck.
every day. No hot meals, just MREs. After about 6 days of not using the bathroom, I finally had to go.
Oh, dude.
I'm on my tank. So at the time I was on the commander's tank. So he's a captain,
Yeah.
This dude's, went to West Point and all this bullshit.
That guy's probably his cook is probably with him making his meals.
No,
Right.
he's with us, but
Oh, okay.
he's just
Back to the cooks.
he's this hoity-toity guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, sir, I gotta take a shit. He's like, what, Morton? I'm like, I got shit. He's like, all right, just hop down and go. So I hop down out of my loader station. I go over to Iraq, do what I gotta do.
Right?
Wash my hands, everything. I go back up to the tank. We're sitting there. We're waiting on to do whatever training thing we got to do. All of a sudden,
Sir, I got to take a shit.
no. The captain looks over. He's like, hey, Morton, did an animal just go over there and shit? And I'm like, sir, that was me. He's like, how the fuck did that come out of you? I was like, sir, I haven't shit in 6 days. He's like, I think I need to go take a picture with that. So that motherfucker went over there and took a picture of my shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got a lot of stories.
Needed
like
some
that.
magnesium citrate.
I needed something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Bound up.
Right.
Fucking ripping and tearing on the way out. Ooh.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
No, I can see that. So yeah, okay. So MRE, Chili Mac MRE. All right, I'm gonna go check.
I would try that
I'm
one.
gonna go. Yeah, I'll have to stop at what's that place over in the Dearborn Heights? Is it Harry's Army? Don't they sell that shit there?
Yeah, they should.
Okay,
should,
yeah, I'll have to try that out. So
Not,
cool,
not,
man.
Not fishing for MREs much these days. I just tried one time. It was all right.
He's like, I'm not fishing for MRE.
Right.
I'm cool on that.
Right.
You move out, you might have to start eating those.
Nah, fuck.
You might have to start
Or,
eating
no.
those.
You can be like Joe and eating ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dude, hot sauce, though, a little beef stick, you know what I mean? Cheese whiz. Shit like
cheese
that.
Whiz.
Yeah.
You know who uses an overabundance amount of cheese whiz on their steak and cheeses they make?
Yeah.
I get
That guy.
Hey,
Dude,
nothing-
speaking of
nothing
cheese
wrong with
whiz,
that.
I got a pretzel pizza from Little Caesars the other day.
Wait a minute. It's
Are
back.
they back?
Back.
Oh,
No, shut up.
And it's fucking
Where's the breaking news?
saltier than ever.
where's the breaking news?
No way, it's back.
It's back.
That
Yeah, I can't make this shit up.
Oh my god.
Are you guys fans?
oh, big time.
Like
Dude.
pretzel pizza?
I've had it once.
My-
It's pretty good.
Dude, my
Oh.
boys are gonna go
With
crazy.
the cheese instead of
They
the,
get the cheese whiz.
the cheese.
It's
on the
not.
fucking
No,
pretzel.
it's nacho
It's
cheese.
not
dude.
like a nacho cheese sauce.
You know, okay, so you guys grew up in the Westland area, so you know
Right.
you go to the mall. There's always a pretzel place in the mall.
Right,
It's the cheese that's at the pretzel place.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
But
telling you right now.
depends on who's making your pizza if it's good or not.
You
I always find when I go to like these small pizza places and the guy making my pizza has like blue hair, he's probably gonna fucking whip the shit out of that pizza. Like that Hungry Howie's we had that one time. That guy definitely had blue hair. And that
over
fucking
here,
that fucking cheese bread was amazing. Don't say it wasn't.
Oh, it was. You know what? I'll tell you. So we were here. It was Tom, myself, and my son and Ryan. We ordered pizza one
Yeah.
night. We get it from Benito's. But the guy delivered it. We sat here and ate it. It was like pepperoni bacon square at Benito's.
Fucking fire.
I'm telling you right now, that was the best fucking pizza I've ever had in South Line ever. I called back to Benito's. I'm like, I need to speak to the manager, please.
So was that like a 7.9, like a 8.2? I mean,
no, it was probably like a 7, about like 7.9.
better than pins, though, right?
Way better than pins.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Way better than pins.
Shut
way
your
better.
mouth.
But no, so I
But
called.
you got to tell him the story.
So I called up there. I was like, I need to speak
Son
to
of a bitch.
I need to speak to the manager, please. And she's like, can I ask what this is regarding? Oh, no, you can't. I need to speak to the manager.
Sounded pissed.
I made it sound like I was fucking just pissed off. And the guy answered the phone. He's like, oh, I don't remember the guy's name, but he gets on there. He's like, I'm like, are you the manager? He goes, yeah, I'm actually the owner. But I said, oh, okay. I said, hey, I just ordered a pizza from you guys. And I want him to tell you this, but I said, this is probably the best fucking pizza I've ever had in South Bryan.
He's taken back. Like,
That guy was like,
thanks.
I've never had a phone call like this before. I'm like, hey, whatever you're doing, keep it up, dude, because it was awesome.
Right, great.
It was
pizza.
fucking unbelievable.
Right.
Rich is the pizza kind of go-to, and you made some comments on Facebook about the Jets pizza in town.
Oh, Jets Pizza in town is fucking terrible.
And the owner
Dude,
ended up.
I've gone as far as sending emailing a formal complaint to corporate about Jets.
I
See,
love
here's the-
Jets.
When I
worked
think-
at
when I
Jets.
think
I
of
don't know
Jets-
what it's supposed to be.
When I think of Jets, I think of sloppy, greasy, bad undercarriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like
Floppy,
Jets.
nasty fucking pizza.
I don't
Way
like
too
this
much
Jets.
sauce.
Overpriced
I'm
too.
good. Overpriced. Yeah,
too.
I'll pass on the Jets. They get the best thing they got going is their ranch.
But they're
Good
Dude,
ranch.
Dude, and their ranch is
Fire.
all it is
It's amazing.
all it is. It's Hellman's mayo.
Yeah.
It's Hidden Valley Ranch and buttermilk. That's it.
So we can just make this
but
shit
the
ourselves.
owner called
Yeah, we
you,
can make it.
didn't she?
So yeah, so I get a phone call. I get a phone call from the owner or the manager
That's-
store. Yeah, in town.
Did you leave a bad review?
I emailed corporate.
I've trashed a couple places.
I've emailed corporate, and I'm like, listen. And I told her, I said, listen, I said, I don't know if you follow social media or not.
Right.
I said, but you guys are getting a bad rap. I said, and Jets Pizza is near and dear to my heart because I worked at Jets when I was a kid, and I loved Jet Pizza.
Right.
You give me a Jet Square, that's it at Dynamite.
8 corner.
And I said, you're getting bashed bad. I said, because your product sucks.
He's like, you guys
I said,
fucking
and I
suck,
told her,
man.
I said,
bad.
I go, listen,
Yeah.
I said, I moved out here, in 2012. I'm like, oh, Jets
Yeah.
right down the road. I'm like, this is awesome. I said, I ordered from you guys one time
Right.
in 8-9 years. I go, I have never been back since. I'm like, you really got to straighten your shit out.
How's the lefties in town?
Terrible.
You know, they had a
Terrible.
Taking Detroit did a food thing at Lefties, the one at 8 Mile and Schaefer,
The
and they
original.
fucking blew up after that review.
Dude.
And fucking they got them everywhere. So I imagine it
Dude, they're
probably
terrible.
sucks dick, the ones
They're
that you
terrible.
go to.
The
yeah.
one here is terrible.
Right.
Overpriced, terrible.
What is lefties? I'm not.
It's a cheesesteak
Cheesesteak
place.
place.
Yeah. So you live on Commerce, right?
Left-handed.
Well, yeah, but I just moved back from California about a month ago, so I'm still like getting used to everything.
Okay. Where in Commerce you at? Corner of Commerce and Commerce, or
No.
it's so fucked up out there.
Maple, and Welch.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
15.
So up like up Wixom
The
Road.
15th roundabout after
Okay.
you get off M5.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
The
Yeah.
M5 roundabout.
The
there.
M5 roundabout.
Worst
There's a couple good places.
That
up
takes
there,
you to
dude.
another
There's a
roundabout
couple
that
good
goes to
places.
another
The
roundabout.
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 The roundabouts.
Yeah.
Lefties is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I was
I'll
gonna
tell you right now, I went to the Southline Hotel on Friday, ate dinner, Kelly and I did. Dude, I'm telling you right now, $13. I had salmon, sauteed vegetables, and rice. It was the best food I've ever had
Sounds
at the
good.
hotel.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, their food is top notch
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
How the fuck we got food?
Maybe I'll go there. Well, that's actually one of our topics today.
MREs.
MRE.
Yeah, we started talking about MREs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Yeah, always
Oh,
off the
well,
rails.
it wouldn't be the Easyspeak if we didn't.
Sorry for that.
All good.
So
We're gonna start doing a little bit more topics as far as non-sports
sports
related.
gets watered down quite a bit.
And in the summer, there's really not a whole lot, action going on. So we're
Unless the Tigers going to the World Series,
Yeah,
but
well,
Right.
we're far away from that.
So you're gonna start seeing. We were gonna do it today, but schedule didn't allow it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're gonna start inputting some more comedic things.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more less sports related to kind of bring in, a different type of
Yeah.
viewer, listener. So
Hey, but you know what's exciting? July 1st, everything opens up in Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're waiting so fucking long.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to
Everything's
get
gonna
to that.
open up.
They're trying to
Are
get
they
to
doing
that.
that out in California?
No,
I heard California was actually.
I got friends that live in California. I can.
I heard they actually opened up.
Peep that out.
They've opened up.
They've opened up.
They've opened up.
Yeah.
I think they're about what we are right now.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's kind of just. I think we're slowly getting to the number that we need to get.
Hey, who's this? Who's that? Alexandria Morton.
That's my wife.
Oh,
so somebody's tagging her in? Is that what it is?
Probably.
Oh,
It's probably my sister. I couldn't see the name, but
Kristen. Morton.
that's my little sister.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks happy.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
So
I just saw it. I
definitely,
was like, what is that?
so definitely look forward to some.
Yeah, some different stuff.
Yeah, I think JP actually chimed in and
A little bit.
kind of piggybacking off of the OC that they do some really cool stuff on
Yeah.
that show. So we're
Great show.
kind of giving us some ideas to go a little bit different direction. So that should be something to look forward to in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully, I
realistically,
don't sound like goofy as shit. I sound like you right now.
we could do a fucking Sunday review of my weekend every week.
There
we would
you
have
go.
fucking 1 million views
So let me ask
to
you.
hear
all right. So
about what happened over the weekend.
So on a scale of okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have JP's moped scale. Okay.
Let's do
So
it.
the we'll have like
Explain the moped
okay
for the
the
viewers.
moped. Okay. All right. So I don't want to offend anybody, but let's just say the moped scale is this. Mopeds, they're cool until your friends find out, right? That you ride a moped around.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when JP goes to the bar and picks up chicks.
Yeah.
So he calls them mopeds. They're cool to ride until your friends find out.
You don't want to show you a picture.
Fuck.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
mopeds. So we're gonna have a scale of mopeds. I think Tao will be the lowest on the scale of the mopeds, which is the
Okay.
cheapest Chinese one.
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna go like Honda Spree is gonna be like the middle,
Middle of the pack.
and then the Ruckus
Yeah.
will be the third one.
What
So
about
we're
the
gonna-
Elite? Remember the Elite?
Oh yeah, and the Honda Elite will be like the 4-star, the 3-star, the
So
2-star.
we're gonna
1-star.
do a moped review.
We will do moped reviews.
All right. So for this past weekend, kind of in between on the Honda Spree. Hey, what was the next one?
The Tao, the lowest one.
No.
Oh, the
The
Elite.
Spree-
The
The
Ruckus.
Elite.
The
The
Ruckus.
Spree and the Ruckus. It
Between the
kinda-
Spree and the Ruckus.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was definitely like, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Did she teach you something?
We can't get too far into this,
Did
guys.
she use jelly?
No.
Give your meat a good old rubber. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Was it one of
so
those where you
moped
had
scale.
to pedal to get it started?
Yeah,
Or take a little
well-
pedaling.
Did she take you home?
I don't know.
That's a yes.
I just can't. We can't go too far. Into
No, we
this,
won't.
man.
No, it won't be
We'll
fun.
go a little bit. You
We'll
know
ju-
what
we'll
I mean?
ju-
Touch on a
we're
little
not gonna
bit.
go. We're not gonna go into in depth. We're not gonna go in depth or like that. But we'll just say, all right, moped scale for last night would be
between a Ruckus and a fucking
Spree.
in a
Spree,
spree.
yeah.
Okay, so 2.5,
Not
2.5 out of 4.
Vespa level?
50%.
right. Yeah.
A little over 50%. 60%.
Just don't hit a pothole. You'll be all right.
Right. Yeah. I was pulling up with my helmet, my fucking goggles on.
Was it one of those German
Oh,
shell
yeah.
helmets?
You know what? Okay, so we're gonna do a 5-star rating.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
So
a hotel scale.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So obviously the Tao is going to be the worst of the worst.
Right.
That's going to be 1-star. Your 2-star is going to be your
Spree.
Honda Spree.
Yep.
Your 3-star is going to be your Ruckus.
Right.
Your 4th is going to be a Honda Elite or a Yamaha Elite.
Uh-huh.
And then your top of the line is going to be a Vespa.
Uh-huh.
Because Vespas are like the
Right.
creme de la creme of mopeds.
Yeah.
We got 2 guys that ride their mopeds down the street or whatever. I stopped them the other day. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
where the hell did you guys get the fresh ass mopeds? Now
Right.
I'm thinking, I'm like, you know who needs mopeds?
We need to start a moped gang.
We need to have. Dude,
Yeah.
well, you got buddies who are involved over there off the clubhouse off 11 Mile
Yeah.
in Milford Road. Do you think they'd allow us? But we can't
Yeah.
wear leather. We
Pull
got
up with our mopeds on.
Hey.
Like the Wild Hogs.
Hey,
We're gonna wear jean jacket.
we
Yeah.
gotta have jean jackets. We can't have.
Right.
We can't do leather. It's got to be jean jackets.
We'll do armbands.
And then on the side, like on the sides where the handlebars are at, we're gonna have tassels come out of there.
Dude.
We have to.
With a horn.
No, you know what? No. We're gonna get train horns hooked up on it.
Train
They're gonna
horns?
see us coming. They are going to hear us coming down the road.
Oh man, fucking pull up.
Dude. Oh yeah, dude, put an air compressor on there. Dude, it would be the loudest.
Oh yeah.
Mother, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you go on YouTube after this, I'll show you when we get done. There's a guy who took a regular like pedal bike, and put an air compressor on it, and all you see is this wide open space. And you hear this. You don't see a train track in sight, but you hear this fucking horn, and the guy's like, and then you see the guy riding his bike down the street as he just blowing this horn like crazy. That's what we gotta do.
I actually seen a video of a guy in a delivery truck, and they wired his brake line to his horn. So this motherfucker, every time he goes to stop, it's like, so all the people in front of you think you're beeping, and he's literally tapping the brakes like,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I fucking died laughing.
That's awesome.
And they're following the guy, fucking just dying laughing.
The thing I really like is you see the guys in the woods at the golf courses, and you get guys getting teed up, whatever.
Yeah.
And his backswing, and they blow the air horn on him, and they fucking just duffs it. And they like, and then I saw one guy like tee it up and then like hit it right into the woods where he was at. So
they have a thing that's big in Oakland in the Bay Area. They put it in the tailpipe. It's called a whistler tip.
The videos, the
whistles.
I remember the whistles.
It's just for decoration.
The whistles go woo woo.
You got to be up in the morning making breakfast.
In the morning making breakfast.
Hey, it was Bub Rub and Little Sis.
Yeah,
that's their name. And it was from Oakland.
Yeah,
it was from Oakland.
They still use those.
Do they got the whistler tips? Are you fucking kidding me?
The only reason I
got them hooked up in the Explorer.
Fuck no.
And go woo woo.
The whistles go woo woo.
That's just for decoration.
I didn't think that shit was real. I thought it was kind of like a fucking joke.
A kid I worked with in San Francisco, he's an Oakland cat. He had the fucking whistles on his like 83 Celica, and it would just screech down the fucking road, and everybody would be like, Oh,
shit, dude.
That's Tyron over there. You can tell by the whistles.
Oh, yeah, dude. Awesome. Yeah, dude, that's fucking insane, man.
That's one of the greatest YouTube videos. That one and the leprechaun.
They
all seen a leprechaun.
Hey, everyone seen a leprechaun?
Say, hell yeah.
Oakland is definitely a
strange town.
It reminds me of Detroit, just a little bit different. So working in San Francisco, I worked with a lot of people from Oakland.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, hey, man. Hey, you ever go down to the Blade down on International? And I'm like, what is the Blade? And they're like, the Blade. I'm like, dude, I'm not from fucking Oakland. I don't understand your vernacular. And they're like, oh, that's where the girls be walking up and down. So one day they were like, drive down there. So I drove down there. Hookers everywhere. And I'm like, what?
So was it like a spree or was it? Were they like sprees down there?
Probably sprees.
Yeah.
They weren't towels.
Because I think even ugly girls in California are pretty hot
too.
Am I right?
By any chance,
that even the ugly girls in California are pretty hot.
Did you see a truck? But did you see a truck trolling back and forth? Michigan plates, a Silverado. By any chance?
I did not.
Was it gray? Was it charcoal?
It was a charcoal gray. It was a charcoal gray with Michigan plates.
Whose truck is that?
With some guy wearing some Buddy Holly looking glasses.
Did a guy walk out with a mullet and was his fucking hair all fucking pressed?
All right. So you're working on a mullet. Okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
So when that bottom half grows out, are you gonna perm it?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you
Absolutely.
trying to look like Kenny Powers?
I'm going all in, baby.
You're gonna try to
Yeah,
look like Kenny
that's what
Powers?
I'm going for.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm all in.
It's legit.
Why not? You know what I mean?
Jerry curl it.
It should be ready for the college kickoff.
Yeah.
Put some Soul Glow in there.
Yeah, college kickoff for sure.
Cool. All right. Well, we're like, dude, I'm having so much fun, but we're at an hour and 20 some minutes, or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So anyway, you got anything else we want to talk about?
I think we
it
hit
was
it.
fucking great, man.
Hey,
Andrew, you're more than welcome to come on anytime, man.
Okay. I really appreciate it.
It's something to get you out of here.
Yeah.
This is our usual spot on the weekend.
So,
okay.
like Rich said before, I think we should go with this. We're gonna get a big long table in here.
Okay.
We're gonna bring all of us Wayne guys together,
Okay.
and it's
bottle
gonna be
Hennessy?
a bottle of Hennessy,
Okay.
like a half gallon of Hennessy. And then
you
we're all
probably
just
need
gonna
more
sit
than
here
that.
and bullshit and tell
we need to
old stories.
We need
Old
to
stories
prepare
about
the
how
South Lyon
JP used to
Police
hang out in
Department.
Shacktown.
JP definitely frequented
That
Shacktown.
was a freak.
He
right?
definitely.
Did you really go to
frequented
Shacktown?
I didn't discriminate. No, yeah, for sure.
No, he definitely did.
Yeah, I mean that was the only place you could go where your outdoor parties were in the front yard.
So hold on here. So I got a story about Shacktown.
Ooh.
So
Norwayne, to be politically correct.
Norway.
Yeah.
That's a John Colligan.
Yeah, Norwayne.
So
The barracks.
So not your military barracks either.
No, definitely not.
So when I turned 21 years old, I got a buddy of mine that lived Vinoy and like Ford Road, just south of Ford Road off Vinoy.
Right. So he's probably like Vinoy and Palmer-ish.
Around there, around that area before you get to Palmer.
Yeah.
So I turned 21. I worked midnight at the time. He's like, "Hey, let's go out." I'm like, "All right, man, whatever, we'll go out." Dude, we went to Bogart's after work.
Oh, dude, classic.
We went to Bogart's after work. And Bogart's is one of your more classy. That
was my first lap dance when I turned 21.
That ranks up there. I wonder if my brother's listening or not, but that ranks up with the
Hummer?
Chapeau Vert.
The Hummer?
I said, did you get
No.
The Hummer and the book stacks?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. But it was like, to be honest with you, like the girl that was out serving drinks was hotter than the
Right.
chicks that were dancing.
Oh,
so we
absolutely.
were trying to get her to dance. She's like, no,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
My first.
So anyway, we both get hammered. We just got off work.
Yeah.
That place opens at like 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Got hammered. We're driving back to his house. I get lost. Start driving through Shacktown.
Oh, shit.
My buddy's hanging out the window, yelling at every single hooch that's hanging out there at noon.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, dude, we got to get out of here.
Dude, my
This place is nuts.
my first impression of Bogart's was an old lady with a haircut like mine that fucking smelled like Dr. Pepper and showed me her tits for a $2 tip.
What the fuck?
You look like a Debbie.
Excuse me, Sonny, you want to see Snoopy? Pulled all Snoopy out.
All right, Grandma, show.
Oh man, my brother just chimed in. $10 Tuesday. That is right.
Oh, yeah.
The Chapeau Vert was $10 Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So anyway, on that, maybe you know what? Maybe we'll have to do a show where we get to review strip club experiences.
Yeah, we can do that.
So anyway, on that note or whatever, what we're gonna do is we are going to say thanks again for coming on Andre the Giant. You're always welcome to come out, and like I said before, Mr. Morton, you're always welcome. Tom,
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
you got anything else, Tom?
Well, it's good to be back, and hopefully we can start getting some more episodes together.
Oh, yeah.
And with more content, and work around your baseball schedule. And don't forget the OC.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get one in this week.
It's going to be tough this week. We're probably going to have to go probably another week out, but we're gonna try to get it done.
But if you haven't watched any of those episodes, go back and watch them on the iLogic Media.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
They're worth it.
Great show.
So cool.
On that note,
all right, guys.
We'll see everybody next time.
We're out here, guys.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Easy Speak at Speakeasy 330. You can catch us every week at ilogicmedia.com, Apple, and Spotify. Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Easyspeakcast for the latest and up-to-date news. Cheers.